Stop agreeing to these states of being. To those who are brave, remember this. Look back to who you were as a kid. The thing that you were doing, what you was getting yourself into by yourself, right? Bleeding on your knees, you just flying around the house, jumping off couches, doing flips and spraining your elbow, spraining your nose and breaking your nose, fingers, having broken bones and stuff. The thing that you were doing as a kid, your imagination, you walking up to strangers, talking to them. Didn't I tell you don't talk to strangers? You just talking to strangers, you just getting into stuff, playing sports. You've always had this brave, courageous, steel heart, the spirit, right? And so look back to who you were as a kid to now. Ask yourself, why have you stopped being brave? Why has your heart become more sheltered? Now, of course, we go through experiences in life where it causes us, cause and effect, it causes us to become more guarded, more sheltered, more isolated to the world. But in times of pain, in times of fear, in times of scarce, okay, the most important thing to remember, as brave as you once were, realize that it's still within you. It's still there. You have to forgive yourself, and that takes a lot of bravery. The other person who did said thing to you is not contemplating the situation as much as you are, because you were the antagonist. They were the main character that was inflicting the pain and the fear and the agony and the stress, and you were the antagonist, which is the person that received those things, those vices, right? It's brave to forgive yourself. It's brave to just go up to people and just start striking up a conversation. It's brave to get told no. It's brave. It's brave to live on your passions, talents, and gifts. It's brave because why? 99% of people are not. Now, of course, it's increasing by the days. We're living in some different times now. But all in all, 90 to 95% of the populace is not living on their talents. They're not living on their gifts. It was given to you for free, yet you find so many different other ways to make money that cost way more money. You hear what I said? You're not executing on your gifts and talents, which are given to you for free by God, by the universe, by source. Yet you go through all these different avenues of what it is to make money that's going to take more money. I'm the richest thing being walking itself, and so are you. That's brave to know, because it's also timeless. You see, it's also timeless. You can't put a time constraint on, you can't put a time capsule on talents and gifts when in your life. You can't do that. You shouldn't, because what if, right? We all play the game. What if that next month, that next year, the next 3 months, the next 6 months, that was the time that you were going to reap more benefits, a stronger surplus, a stronger wave, a stronger abundance of benefits from what you've been sowing. And what you've been sowing is within you. Prejudice is an emotional connection and commitment to ignorance. So it's brave to be ignorant, as well as it's brave to seek wisdom. Where do you lie? Where does your heart lie? It's not the time to get more sheltered. You're protected. Trust me, you are. If you're watching this video, you are protected. So it's not the time to become more sheltered in what you think you know. It's time to become more abundant, more outlandish, more opportunistic, more giving, more resourceful, more insightful to others. That's what it's time for. Can't you see the world going on around you? Can't you see what's going on? Now is the time to become more abundant. Even when you are physically lacking, it's the time to become more abundant. Just because you don't have it right now doesn't mean it's not on its way. You just can't check your phone and look at Amazon Prime and see when it's coming to you. You can't check it. But it's on its way. It's in transit. You got to trust it. So when they come knocking, will you be home? Or will you get your ass home? You see? Bravery is one of the attributes of the gods. Now we're getting into more attributes and aptitudes of the gods, man. Use this every single day. Be brave. Be courageous. Be strong. It takes a special form of vulnerability and accountability to be brave. To forgive other people. Well, first, to forgive yourself so you can forgive other people. Because remember, they're not focusing on what they did to you as much as you are. Why? Because it happened to you. The fear is in you now. The pain is in you now. The anger is in you now. The anxiety is in you now. It's not in them. They moved on. They moved on. You hear me? They on to a new chapter. Messing up somebody else's life. Or maybe changing their life around. But it's not for you to calculate. It's not for you to continuously check up on them and knock on them to see if they remembered what they did to you 5-6 years ago. Let it go. That's bravery. Be brave in all your endeavors.